Welcome to this training session on the Excel module in Worc. In this walkthrough, we'll build a complete Excel automation flow using some of the most commonly used Excel nodes. We'll begin with the Launch Excel Application node. This node launches a new Excel instance or opens an existing workbook. In this example, we'll automate the processing of a workbook called Monthly Sales Report. Inside the node configuration, you'll see several important drop-down and input options. For launch mode, the drop-down typically contains Open Existing or New Workbook. In this workflow, select Open Existing because we are working with an already available Excel workbook. Next is the Make Instance Visible option. Set this to True during development so you can visually monitor the automation execution in Excel. You'll also notice additional optional fields such as Open as Read Only, Read Protection Password, Write Protection Password. These are advanced configurations typically used in enterprise automation scenarios involving secured or localized Excel files. The node outputs two important variables: Excel instance, Workbook instance. These outputs are reused in later nodes. Next, add the Set Active Excel Worksheet node. This node activates a worksheet inside the workbook. For selection type, the drop-down options include Name or Index. If you know the worksheet name, select Name. If you want to activate a worksheet based on its position, select Index. In this workflow, we use Selection type arrow name and search value arrow raw data. The node then outputs the active worksheet as Worksheet Instance. Next, use the Read from Excel Worksheet node. This node reads worksheet data into a data table. Inside Retrieve mode, common drop-down options include like All Available Values, Specific Range, etc. Select All Available Values here. This reads the entire used range from the worksheet. Next is the First Line Contains Column Names option. This is a true or false selection. Set this to true because the first row in our worksheet contains headers such as customer name, country, sales amount, etc. You'll also notice the Get Contents as Text option. When enabled, all values are retrieved strictly as text instead of preserving Excel data types. The output from this node is stored in Excel data. Now we'll process the data row by row using the Loop node. Set the Loop type drop-down to For Each Loop. This allows the automation to iterate through every row inside the Excel data collection. For List Variable Name, pass Excel data variable. The loop automatically generates current item and current item index. These variables represent the current row data and row position during each iteration. Inside the loop, we use the Display Message node. This node displays a pop-up message box. For the message field, we pass each item. This dynamically retrieves the customer name value from each Excel row and makes it available for use in downstream activities such as conditions, logging, email automation, database operations, or additional Excel updates. Next, add the Rename Excel Worksheet node. For selection type, the drop-down options again include Name and Index. In this workflow, select selection type as Name. Set search value to raw data and new worksheet name to processed sales. This renames the worksheet to a cleaner, business-friendly name. Next, we standardize country values using the Find and Replace in Excel Worksheet node. This node searches worksheet values and replaces matching text. For search mode, drop-down options include Find Only and Find and Replace. In this workflow, select Find and Replace. Set text to find as USA and text to replace, with as United States. Next, enable all matches and match. Entire cell contents setting. All matches to true ensures that the automation replaces every occurrence of the matching value throughout the worksheet, instead of stopping after the first match. Enabling match entire cell contents ensures that only cells containing the exact value USA are replaced, preventing partial text replacements inside larger strings. For search by, the drop-down options include rows and columns. We select rows. This updates all matching country values across the worksheet. Next, we remove unnecessary data using the Delete Column from Excel Worksheet node. For column index, provide 3. This deletes the third column from the worksheet, which corresponds to the legacy code field. Now we'll dynamically identify the next empty row using the Get First Free Row on Column from Excel Worksheet node. This node is extremely useful for audit logging and appending new records. For column index, enter 1. This instructs the node to scan column A and identify the first available empty row. The node outputs First Free Row. Next, use the Write to Excel Worksheet node. This node writes values into Excel. For Write mode, drop-down options commonly include such as On Specified Cell, Append, and Range. We select On Specified Cell. Set column as A and row to First Free Row. Variable. For value to write, enter the required text. Finally, we'll close and save the Excel workbook using the Close Excel Application node. This node includes an important drop-down called Before Closing Excel, which includes Do Not Save, Save Document, and Save Document. As in this workflow, select Save Document As. In this module, we launched Excel, and once execution completes, the processed workbook is saved automatically, and the Excel application closes cleanly. In this module, we launched Excel and opened the sales workbook, retrieved and looped through worksheet data, cleaned and updated the Excel worksheet, saved the processed file and closed Excel. This workflow demonstrates how multiple Excel nodes, looping activities, variables, and dynamic expressions can work together in Worc to automate real-world Excel processing scenarios efficiently and reliably. We have learned how to use Excel Node in Worc Agent Builder. Continue exploring the platform to build more intelligent automation workflows.